Hello, I'm in process of achieving a certificate in hypnotherapy and I'm doing these videos for practice. So I hope it will still be helpful to you and your feedback would be really important. Thank you. Please do not listen to this while you're driving, have stove or iron turned on, or if you're in another situation that requires your full focus. Please take comfortable position so that body discomfort will not be a distraction. And while you're making yourself comfortable, I'll briefly explain what's waiting for you. First, I'll induce trance with relaxation and deepening techniques. And it's worth noticing that trance is a natural state that you experience every day when you just after or before being asleep, or when you watch an interesting movie and you know it's just actors on the screen and that it's all unreal, yet it captivates you. So after induction, we'll make visualizations and maybe some positive suggestions, and you're not obligated to visualize or accept anything that you don't agree with. And finally, getting back out of trance. And for this exercise, you might want to close your eyes. And so let's start. Now pay attention to your breathing and allow it to become slower and deeper. And with each deeper and deeper breath, you might notice how your body starts to relax. And I want you to focus on the feeling of your facial muscles and just let them relax like a tension spring relaxes when the tension is released. And relax your eye muscles, and then imagine like relaxation falls from your head down like a waterfall to areas that you focus in, like your neck, shoulders, to your upper hands and all the way down to your fingers, and also from your shoulders to your upper back and chest, down to your lower back and belly, passing your hips to your upper legs and all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And you might become conscious of the surface that supports you. And you suddenly become aware that you can relax your body at least twice as more. And I want you to focus on your heart area, because it's where the protective and healing light that's growing, and it grows to the tip of your head, and it also grows to the bottom of your feet, and then it overflows your body so that you end up in a protective bubble. And if anything negative was captured by this bubble, like a pain in your body area or something you don't like, allow it to just dissolve into nothing, and nothing harmful can even notice you. And now see yourself on top of a 7-step ladder. Below is a door to your protected private cabinet. So as I about to count from 1 to 7, you make step down, and with each step you go deeper and deeper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now right in front of you is the door to your safe and private cabinet. You opening the door and stepping inside. What do you see? What are wall colors? How many walls are even there? 3, 4, or 7? Is there a sofa or armchairs, pillows? Does your cabinet have a fireplace? And there are also magical windows. You can see through them, but from outside they non-existent, and you can have any view through them as you prefer, on the mountains or forests or underwater where dolphins swim, or very high in the clouds where the west winds are seen. And you see a table, and when you come closer, a little Ferris wheel with cabins. And this wheel represents a recurring theme, a pattern that you have in this life. And if you believe in past life, the theme that were in your past life or lives also. And imagine that depending on your preference, each cabin represents either phases of this life when pattern occurred, or additionally other lives when it occurred. And all these cabins are connected on a wheel, and what connects them are your current changeable beliefs, needs, changeable traits, fears, maybe secondary gains, maybe traumas that these cabins are revolving around, some mental or emotional energetical things that makes you fall for this pattern. And imagine a version of yourself in a near future when you already solved and overcame this pattern. So let's do a small mental exercise of detaching from your current self and stepping into the shoes of the version of you that's already free from the pattern. And as you step in the shoes of this version of yourself, you embodying how it feels to be free of the pattern. If you, as a future version of yourself, remember how you overcame that pattern, that wisdom, what positive beliefs, what behaviors, mindsets, and other psychological resources help you to overcome this pattern. And because these are positive beliefs, behaviors, mindsets, and other psychological resources that help you to improve or even save your life, it's okay to accept and adopt them till you come up with even better and more useful ones. And as a future version of you that's free from that pattern, what you would now do differently or avoid doing when you recognize red flags of our old pattern? What would you now think differently? How would you now react differently? As someone who is free from that pattern, how would you now behave? And now, come back to your present self for a moment, and if you can, raise your hands while I'll still close in front of you. Or you can just imagine raising your hands in your head. Both will work. The left hand represents the self that falls for the pattern, and right hand represents near future self that overcame the pattern and now free from it. And as I about to count from 14 to 1, your hands will come closer and closer, and the useful changes of your near future self will be more and more integrated into your subconscious until your hands will fully come together at count 1. And the positive changes of your near future self that overcame that pattern will be fully integrated in your subconscious. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And now, when useful changes are adopted, you look at the table and see that the wheel that symbolized the pattern is now destroyed. And often new change can cause most people irrational discomfort at the start. But for you, when you notice changed behaviors, thoughts, psychological states, after hypnosis or next day or days, maybe on a job or in relationships or habits or other areas of life, in you these changes will cause feelings of calm joy, confidence, maybe release of dopamine or serotonin to a healthy extent. And now, when you adopted positive psychological and mental resources that will ensure successfully overcoming and freeing yourself from the pattern, now it's time to go to your awakened state. You walking out of cabinet and see a ladder by which you came here. As you are bound to climb up, with each step from 7 to 1, you'll be waking up more and more. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you can open your eyes. Thank you for your time.